It's time for, let's do our thing first. Oh yeah. Sashi Pugi Juxing Metok Cham Rabling Shin Yende.
Hey, let's go, Nick.
All right. Wargi Jokun Namdak Shingla Jupa Shok Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kam Niryatayami Sangye Chedang Tsoki Choknamla Jangchu Bardu Dakni Kapsuchi Daki Chenyen Gipe Senam Ki Trola Penchir Sangye Drupar Shok Sangye Chedang Toki Chognamla Jangchu Bardu Dakni Kapsuchi Taki Chenyen Gipe Senam Ki Trola Penchir Sangye Drupar Shok Sangye Chedang Toki Chognamla Jangchu Bardu Dagni Kapsuchi Dagi Chenyen Gibe Senam Ki Chola Penchir Sangye Drupar Shok.
Oh, hey.
Oh yeah. Ready? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
What? I try to make these a little easier. I think in past terms, my questions have been a little hard. What was the conqueror referring to when he said everything to the Brahmin?
5 heaps, 12 sets of doors, and 18 categories.
Good. Really good. Tibetan?
Pumbo.
Stanley?
Come for category.
Good. How many?
18. Oh,
We've
Jeff.
been working on this one.
2 Jeff or something like that.
Yeah. Somebody else help him.
Chobge. Come Chobge.
Nice. With the correct pronunciation, of course. 12 Doors of Sense.
Ichichuni.
Beautiful. And the 5 heaps. Stanley.
Pumbo.
Good. How many?
Uga.
Good. Very good. Nga.
Nga. Okay.
Pung pong nga. Okay. Whoops. When discussing the actual steps of how to bring people to teachings on the profound, 3 painful facts of life are mentioned. What are they? English and Tibetan. We did this in my Q&A too.
I'm not sure if I know the right answer, but I remember you saying something like, if it's painful, if you want to teach someone emptiness, you have to start with the first chapter of the Abhidharma. So that might be painful.
That's not the right answer. I don't remember saying that either, but my memory is a little shot from lack of sleep. I'll give you a hint. 1, result comes from many causes. That's the first one. Tibetan for this, just take some fun guesses at the Tibetan. Dre.
Ibuchi. You Mangpo.
Yeah, I mean, that's correct, but that's not what he said in the book. Jebu Ray. Yeah, who said that? Betts? Jebu Ray. These are kind of long, these
Hey,
Tibetans.
Nick, somebody on the chat gave you a good answer, I think. You might want to check.
Nice. I'm looking at my quiz here, so I'm not seeing the chat. But that's cool. Does somebody want to read the chat answer?
Sure. You can teach them, this is from Jewel. You can teach them 1, every result has many factors. 2, every cause has infinite beginning replications, each starting in the world. The implication of any incidents also infinite. And
Great.
3, if things are going to die, all the things you try to get will fall apart nicely on their own without any effort. That's the way they are by their own nature.
Nice. I don't know if the word nicely was in there in the Tibetan, but
yeah, right.
What's Tibetan for 1 cause produces many results? Anybody remember? All right. Anybody can read that?
Ken Rivela Young Tom
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Paper Na Paper to do me Drup Gu.
Hmm. Yeah. So it's saying you got to show that. That's the good. Because this whole discussion is like, and then teach them this.
Mhm.
And then everything falls apart without any efforts at all. And here's the Chikpana Pepa Me Parang
Gi dong yong gi
Ngangi Chikpa.
chikpa dun nam tok.
And extra credit, what's the ngang mean here?
That's how it is.
Yeah, it doesn't mean duck, right? All right. Next question. After understanding those three, what are the next three stages along which the teacher can help the student in English and Tibetan? The English is pretty straightforward if you remember it, and if you don't, then it's not. Anybody? Any memories? After you understand those three. So you understand those three painful facts of life, then what are we doing? We're trying to progress somebody to be able to teach them emptiness without scaring them.
You get them to lose attachment to samsara, and then
Yes, thank you very much. Get them to give up attachment to samsara in Tibetan. Korwala chapa dorwar deba.
all right. And then you get them free in the sense of loosening attachment to a self.
Yes, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for remembering this. That's great. So what's that going to say? Probably. in Tibetan?
That's going to be Dakla Chakpala Sope.
Something
No.
like that. Yeah. Dakla Chak, but that's the part I was really looking for.
Okay.
Yeah, Dakla Chakla Sokbe.
Chakpam
Chak-
Nipar Girpe Kansak. Oh no, just to the, I'm sorry, just to the Girpe. And
Yeah,
then you teach
yeah.
them profound emptiness.
Yes. Oh my God. You were totally paying attention. Maybe even took notes or something. Tibetan.
There we are at Kansakla Duchi ni Nampar Tempa Samo Tongpani Tempar Jai.
China. Nampar Empa.
Oh, sorry, Empa.
Tompa ni. That's really good. And then for extra credit, what word comes after, or what little phrase comes right after this? You just have to tell me in English.
Don't do it too early.
Yes, nice, but not before that. Cool.
Now roll to Mayan.
Right. Beautiful. I didn't get to put it in my slide. That's it. I'm
Nice
done.
job, Nick. That was great.
Thanks, Nick.
Yay, Nick. All right. You can, okay, here we go. What keeps you awake more, me or Amelie? Never mind.
That's a close toss up. I don't know.
That's a trick question, sounds like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, here's the second section. Wait, is that where we are? No. Oh, we're down here. Okay. Please read and
Please share screen.
oh, sorry.
Thank you.
I got to stack my computer a little higher, so I got good night moon here.
Oh yeah. It's too much emphasis on your 5 o'clock shadow. Okay. I'm just jealous because I don't have one. Okay.
You too could have one of these.
Yeah, it's pure white. You don't want to see it. Okay, go ahead. Pardu.
Partu tongpani ki ja tupatsam ki tongpani la chitawa shintu njukpar che ching chang ta tongpao. Shele ndre yelwar door ne sunam gewe le mi jepe kebu ta shel tetak farngyorte. Chiktu mi gewa la njukpe kebu tashelo.
Okay.
Isn't Yelwar? Isn't it usually Yelwarndor
Where are we?
in the middle of the?
Here? Oh yeah, past tense.
Uh-huh.
Your Tor. Good. It's a good point. I was going to ask you about it. Okay. Pardo tombani kidra tupatsangi. So, you know, in between. Okay, in between. From the beginning, don't teach them. Okay, dambanyine, don't teach them. Okay, about emptiness. But pardo means after they've been around for a while, you can just introduce them to the idea. Okay, tupatsam.
Mhm.
Intellectually, okay. Get them to engage in the idea in the correct way, okay? That's okay. But if you run into somebody, conduct, who thinks that when you say emptiness, okay, she, tombo she, you are yawar dorwing le dang jibu.
Throwing out karma and cause and effect, basically.
Yeah, so if you run into a person who thinks when you say everything's empty, tombo she, that they're going to give up the idea of karma and its consequences, then they're going to lock. Those people will be ruined.
Mhm.
Okay, lock. This is also the lock in modern Tibetan, which means I lost my car keys or something.
Hmm.
Last shot. I lost my car keys. It also means to lose a contest or something. Okay, so lot, they will be lost. Okay, they don't lot because they will become the tashel of all people.
The worstest.
Yeah, the very worstest, because they will no longer do
Mhm.
sunam.
Virtue.
Yeah, which is gewele. Okay, they
Karma.
will give up because they gave up karma and consequences. Okay, why
Uh-huh.
should I work hard to be nice to people if there's no karma? Okay, and as a result, they will jukpa only in migewa,
You're going to engage in negative activity. Yeah.
chiktu,
Only.
exclusively. Yeah, and by doing so, they will become
Tosh shell. Just terrible.
yeah the worst of all people. Okay, the meanest and worstest of all people. Okay.
Mhm.
Uh,
Oh,
here's
Aaron's
the
listening today, so let's all say hi to Aaron.
hi, Aaron.
Hi, Erin.
You sure
He's yelling hi from the
made
other.
a beautiful kid.
Hi, Erin.
So Aaron, sorry, Aaron, Nick, I want you to start here. And these are the three sections we're supposed to be treating. And I want you to translate them for me. Tambala,
First of all, the actual steps.
to do what?
Teaching to bring people to the emptiness, to the teaching of
Yeah,
emptiness.
how to teach people emptiness.
Mhm.
And then the nye makes if you depa.
The problems of transgression,
Yeah, the problems of
not
doing
following
it.
these steps.
Yeah, not doing it that way. And now we came to the nyimbo.
The remedies for when you do screw it up.
Yeah, how to fix things. Okay. Now let's check your pronunciation. I may have an older copy. I apologize.
It is. That's okay. I should send over the most recent, but again,
Okay.
it's not going to be too far off.
I kind of updated this version recent. I've been updating this text, so be careful. Yeah,
Right.
don't do anything without me. Okay. Gata yascha sam akata sapaladvam.
This one should be an
paladvam. You're right. Chakarmanam tatsvabhava pari. We don't do the Y anymore. We gave up on it.
right.
Parisnyanam an utpadascha deshita. Perfect. Okay. Yay. let's go to the commentary and not worry about the root text yet, okay?
Okay. Hang on
So,
one second. I'm just gonna shut this door. Sorry.
yeah, her pronunciation is not that good.
Gotta have that baba.
Wait, Seiji, you gonna correct this guy?
Okay, I'll try.
Okay.
Okay, go slow, Nick.
Jike shepe niepa te yong su pangwar shene chumdende ki tang por gyu ge mi ge le nam tang tre pu nam min de duk tang chepa ni tang dre pu la long che pe Choa tak kyang yang tak par yuto she shela.
Okay, cool. JK Shepe Nyepa, the Nyepas which were just Shepa.
The faults which were mentioned above.
Yeah, meaning that you will mess people up, okay? This She is high honorific, so it's probably talking about the Chomdende who comes next, okay? He was hoping to Bangwa these Nyepas.
To give up these faults completely.
Well, he was hoping to get us to give up these faults, okay? So he suggested Tambor.
First of all.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you're correct, actually. He himself was seeking to avoid these faults on this planet when he started to teach. Okay, you're correct. You're actually correct. Okay, he was seeking to avoid these faults on our planet as he started to teach. So Tambor, first he talked about
Cause and
you, Gemige,
virtuous and non-virtuous karma.
And Debus.
Results.
Which namin from those lay.
Which ripen.
And those include Dewa and Dunga.
Happiness and pain.
Yeah, so see the parallelism here. The Gyu, Gemige. The Debu, Dewa Dunga. Okay. And there's a connection here, right? Ge, De, Mige, Duk. Okay. Yi. And Nidang, Debu La Long Chipe Droa Da Kyang. Here's the Gyu cause. And he wants people to enjoy those fruits, right? Da Kyang. Yandapa Yedo.
Purely.
Yeah, people who engage in results because they understand karma. Those are good people, okay? Sheshila, he taught that. Okay, basically, he taught the causes of pain and pleasure, right? Okay.
So when he says dribula longche pe dro, people have nice stuff because they acted correctly?
Yeah, kind of. If you understand the principles of cause of karma and its consequences, then you will be able to enjoy the results of acting correctly. Okay.
Yeah.
And those people will be correct. Those people will be pure people because they have honored. They will not. What's the young dog as opposed to?
Wrong. I mean, as a what do you call that? Kanamatoa.
Tasha.
Sorry.
Tasha. Here. Tasha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's juxtaposing these Tasha guys who didn't understand what was causing pleasure and pain, and that's important. And now he says those other guys who do understand what causes pleasure and pain, they are good people. Yandapar, okay, Yuto, Shela. After that, okay, so he focused on karma and its consequences to produce pleasure and pain, first of all. Later, okay, after that, he changed his focus to De Jesu. Please read, and Seiji, you're still employed here.
Dei Jesu Lendre Tei Rang Shin Dong ba ni tu yong su shebe lam den tong te tope arangi tseni ki kiewa mepe ngok den tak kyang tento.
Nice. Okay. And then after that, he taught people the truth of the path, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which number truth is that?
Fourth.
Yeah. Okay, good. And he wanted them to understand it completely, right? Yongsu Shepa, because that is the nature of cause and effect. Okay. That's the true nature of cause and effect. Okay. Seeds and emptiness. Okay. Then Dang. And then he wanted people to get the Gokten,
The cessation.
which could be achieved by that truth of the path, right? Dei
Mm-hmm.
refers to Lamden.
Uh-huh.
And that Gokten is characterized by being Ranki, Tseniki, Kewa, Mepa.
Something that which does not start from its own, but through its own definition.
Yeah, good. Now, this is a difficult, I mean, Gyaltsen J is not an easy person, okay? Let's just admit it.
Okay.
Okay. When you say, I want to achieve the truth of cessation, okay? When you say, I'm tired of suffering and the cause of suffering, and now I would like to use the truth of the path to get the truth of cessation, what are you cessating?
Rebirth.
Yeah,
And
or Dungya.
samsara. Yeah,
Okay.
suffering, wrong views.
Yeah, basically Dungya in the context of the four truths, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the first truth is,
The truth of suffering.
yeah, so basically the ending mentioned in the fourth truth must relate to the pain mentioned in the first truth. Okay, got it? Good.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Perfect.
what you want to stop.
Mm-hmm.
And the path is how you stop it. Okay. And the lei dang nyomon, the karma and negative emotions are the second truth, the cause of suffering. Okay. So he should have said, a dungyal mepe gokden, where you have stopped all suffering.
Mm-hmm.
But
And
Gyaltsen J, never to be easy, okay, says the lack of any arising of things through any side, through their side, from their side, through any definition of their own. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Which I have a little problem with. Okay. I don't think it's cessation in the sense of the absence of self-existent things, which is the fourth truth. Okay. That to me, that's not what the fourth truth is. The fourth truth is not cessation in the sense of there are no things in the universe which come from their own side. Okay. But that's
Right.
how he wants to read it.
So
That's how he wants to. Yeah.
you want to see emptiness directly in order to get out of the wheel of pain?
Yes, you do. But that's not the result of seeing emptiness directly. You see what I mean? All right. You see, if you want to argue that this is the third truth, I can discuss it, right? But we're talking about the fourth truth. Why? So basically, you can describe the absence of the gakja as gokpa, an absence, right? But that's not what gak means in the Four Noble Truths, the four Arya truths, okay?
Yeah, it means the first two truths, really.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does, okay? Now, in my opinion, he condemns himself in the next line. Here we go. Oh, by the way, I don't really complain about this one because cessation is so intimately connected to emptiness that I'm happy if he links them. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it seems like a very
Here we go.
Geshe Michael style way to say it, right?
Yeah, and it seems it's super sexy. Okay, I'm just saying, maybe if you were slightly lower school, you might complain about that. Okay, all right, here we go. Kangba.
Can you guys hear me okay? And my internet's kind of cutting it out a little.
Yeah, you sound fine.
You sound okay?
Thank you. Kangpa tangpo ni ki dukun tang chima ni ki ngoklam tento.
Goklam Tento. Yeah, and as you can see my notes here, the first two lines of this verse, Gangba means lines, right? Pada, are describing then, okay? They are describing the first two truths, Dungel and Kunjung, right?
Mhm.
And by the way, these are common abbreviations, very similar to Tsondu, okay?
Mhm.
So the first two truths are indicated in the first two lines here, and the latter two truths, which is Gokden and Lamden, are indicated in the second two lines. Let's go back to the 4 lines and take a look at them and see why. Okay. He says, "Leinam Jebu Chini Dang Jowa Dakya Yanda She." Okay. Those who understand the nature of karma and its results and who live by it are the opposite of those Tashel guys. Those are good people. How Nick does that reflect Dungel Demba and Kunjun Demba?
They cease to have them.
No, there's still no. The first two truths are still trouble, are pure trouble. Okay.
Right. So hold on. Oh, I see what you're asking. Leinam Jebor. Oh,
He's-
because they come from the first two truths are Leinam and Drebu.
Yeah,
Uh,
the first two lines are describing those good people who figured out that pain comes from hurting other people. That's all.
Hmm.
Okay. Actually, they figured out both the positive side and the negative side, but Gyaltsab J wants to emphasize the negative side. Okay, they figured out that all their pain comes from karma. Okay, and people who figured out karma, that's all the first two lines are. We're not mentioning emptiness. Okay, the first two lines describe somebody who figured out karma and consequences, specifically with regard to
uh,
suffering.
Pain.
Yeah, pain. Yeah. Okay, that's what the first two lines describe. They actually describe people who figured out that good things come from treating other people nice and bad things come from hurting other people. And these are good people. We call them good people. Okay, now what am I going to ask you next, Nick?
How do the second two lines reflect the latter two truths?
Great. So please do.
Well, Dei Rangshin Yong She Tang Kiewa Mepa Ta Kyang Ten, because he's talking about Kiewa Mepa, which
Yeah.
if you understand that, then you are practicing the fourth and you achieve the third.
Yeah, and that's that you see in a way, the fourth truth in being a gokpa is an absence, right? So he's kind of wants it to relate it to emptiness, okay? Rangshin, Dei Rangshin, the ultimate nature of karma and its consequences. Okay, cool. All right.
So, but should I translate Rangshin as ultimate nature? It doesn't say that, it just says the nature.
He translates it as the nature of karma and its consequences.
Right,
and then
right.
and then he has in a positive karma dombani.
Hmm.
Okay, so no, you should not translate it as ultimate nature, or you will steal his thunder.
Right.
Okay, he says.
That's it. I can feel that. Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, we have to be careful to let the commentator get some points. Okay. Okay, here we go. Who's checking? Christina Kasuka, yay.
Okay.
Be tough.
Tena te kona ni tumpa namki rimpa la kepar jate.
Let's translate that much, Nick. This is edible. This is edible.
Tena, therefore, te kona ni
Yay.
tumpa.
Now let's go to the end. You should kepaja.
Master, you should master
Good. The rimbas.
the steps of how
For
to of how
about-
teaching suchness.
Yeah, good. Therefore, all you guys reading my commentary and reading this Nagarjuna's verses, you should really become masters in what are the proper steps for teaching people emptiness, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, now he's describing something negative. Payan
Oh.
chewenyam.
Sounds like he's
If you teach somebody nyam penyan che,
oh, the wrong benefits or something.
nope.
I thought it was saying to think about the benefits.
Yeah, if you're thinking, oh, this guy who just walked into the room for the first time in Sedona, let's teach him emptiness right away. It will help him a lot, okay? Maybe your motivation is that, or you have a pended tarnang, $50 for tarnang.
Too early.
Nope.
Appears as though.
That is 95% of the time the correct translation.
Uh-huh. Okay, because it looks like it's saying it appears as though you want the
Yeah, it
benefit.
does. Exactly.
However good it sounds.
That's why I'm not offering $20.
Right.
Just comes to you out of nowhere.
Oh man, you're fishing in the dark. Okay, I canceled the bet.
However good that sounds to you.
Listen, tak yang dak, tak tar nung. Tak yang dak, tak tar nung.
Whatever you put forth,
Simpler.
whatever you say.
Hmm?
It sounds similar.
Whatever you say, whatever you put forth.
You're close, okay? The word in Tibetan for a valid reason is tak yang dak.
Right.
The word for in Tibetan
Oh,
for an invalid reason is tak tar nung, okay? And it means invalid, okay?
oh,
So
way off.
if you have a tar nung pendu,
If you have an invalid wish for some benefit for yourself, probably.
no, for the other guy, you see what I mean? Like you think you're gonna help him a lot by teaching in emptiness the first day he gets to Sedona, right?
I see. Yeah.
And out of this mistaken desire to help them, okay?
Yeah.
Tongbor, tong niten.
Yeah. You teach emptiness first.
Good. Then
Sure.
I'll tell you something. That's a tsatung.
That's a downfall. It's a root downfall of the bodhisattva vows.
Yeah, good. And this chant is, say again?
I was going to say, does it say your bodhisattva vows? Is that what the wrong is doing?
Yeah, that's correct. Sorry. Look at the chena and keche means kelen. Keche means a sacred kelen. Okay, it's a word you guys don't know. Kechena, sacred kelemba. What's kelemba?
Something that you accept.
Yeah, if you have committed yourself, if you have taken that sacred commitment to bodhisattva vows, that's what the wrong is, Nick. Okay, if you're one of those people who has made that sacred commitment, then you're just committed at satum.
A root downfall.
What if you're not a person who's taken that sacred commitment?
Still not great.
Yeah, you made a very bad karma, but at least you didn't break a bodhisattva vow. Okay, so this paragraph here is to remind people in the audience. By the way, if you took your bodhisattva vows, you don't just make those people tashels. You don't just ruin their life. You also break your sacred vows. Okay. Now, I thought it would be sexy to put in as a footnote what?
The root downfalls of the bodhisattva vows.
Let's put in this one. Let's translate the the vow, okay? The conditions of the vow. We had in, I think it was in Allison's text, the different parts of the contract, right? Lapja, the different conditions of the contract. So I think it would be useful for the audience, for your reader, if they knew the elements, the required elements of this bodhisattva vow, and you guys may have forgotten what one of those elements is, I think, okay? So we're gonna go for a small detour. It's only 4 lines. Don't worry, Nick. It's not an appendix that's 10 pages long. And this is my favorite book of all time about vows. We should translate this someday. Somebody should translate this whole thing. Sotar Chansam Sangasum Gitombe, Lapjan Norbu Ujang, the string of shining jewels. Okay.
How long
And
will it take?
say again.
How long will this book take?
This book would take about 2 years.
Oh,
And I found it. I recovered it. I found pieces in Russia. I found pieces in Japan. I found pieces and I put it back together. And it's by a great Geshe from Jebu. Although that's almost an oxymoron, right, Bets?
Geshe Tsewang Samdrup.
Yeah, nice. It's an incredible commentary. It's an incredible presentation of the vows. It's short and sweet, and it's precise. I've never seen anything like it. It's a class of literature called Domsum here. Domsum, which means, we talked about it the other day, the 3 sets of vows, and he covers all 3.
wow.
Including the monks' vows and the nuns' vows. Okay, it's amazing. I think the nuns' vow. Okay, all right. So here's his definition of how you break this bodhisattva vow, and I think it would make a beautiful footnote. Okay, here we go.
Tang ni tempe nud hu mirong shing. So chang tu sem keba tang dempe semchen la tong ni tempe. Chakne semke le lokte tekmen ki semke na loma jangpala tongi tempe tatung.
Okay, and from here, from this point in the
Is the name of the vow.
yeah, exactly. This is the name of the vow. What is it? Dr. Shemichuno Mitation Shake Mingitation Bono Kojo Koro Chupumimiro Samenga no Lokta Transfer. Majang Tony Ten is the short version. Majang Tony Ten. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Tongi. Oh yeah. So
They are Nidu Mirum.
yeah, they're hurt in a bad way. Oh, they're not a proper vessel for receiving the teaching of emptiness.
Yeah, GNOD is hurt. SNOD is vessel. Okay. They are not a proper receptacle for this teaching on emptiness. They are not ready yet, it means, okay? They're not a proper vessel. And they have already Dzogchang du Semke.
Developed bodhicitta in its full.
Yeah.
Real
They were already working on bodhicitta. They already got pretty far with their bodhicitta, okay? They were already intending to help all living beings, okay? They are a person who has that motivation. It may not be perfect semke, but they had, pretty strong intention to help all living beings. And then, la, to them, don't need them.
by being taught emptiness,
They
you teach them emptiness.
Jock is a synonym for jig.
They get afraid. They
get scared, and they look from semke.
Turn around, turn back.
Yeah,
turn
they give up. They say, "Oh, if I got to study this emptiness to save all living beings, I think I better cancel that the bodhicitta thing." Okay, and instead they gave the Sam for the goals of the Tekpa men.
Right. They take up the Hinayana, the lower path.
They semke to Tegmen.
They give birth to the Namai.
They changed their intention
Mhm.
to the intention of the lower way. Okay. Now that's an amazing revelation that you can call the intention to achieve nirvana for yourself. You can also call it semke.
Oh yeah, right. We learned that in one of the ACI courses. I
Okay.
think.
Yeah. Okay. Here's semke and here's a semke. Okay. Then, okay. So when you have done that, when you taught emptiness to someone who wasn't ready for it, and as a result, okay, you have to add that part. As a result, what happens?
They get scared and they give up the Mahayana path and they take up their motivation shifts to that of the Hinayana path.
Yeah, only then do you commit the root downfall, sattung, called
Uh, teaching emptiness to a mind which is not yet purified enough, I guess.
yeah, or not trained enough. Like this is the Zhang in
Oh,
Lojong.
right.
By the way, this is the exact Zhang in Lojong. Okay, it
Mhm.
doesn't mean mental training. Okay, it means well, I should say they developed bodhicitta. Okay, so here we go. I
Can I ask
think
a
that
question?
we say again.
Oh, after you were going to say, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, are we going to say bodhicitta in our translations?
No, the wish for enlightenment,
Okay.
capital W. Okay,
Okay.
call it.
Capital W.
Call it my what do you call it? Somebody has a strange habit.
My idiosyncrasy or
Yeah, call it my idiosyncrasy. Okay. All right. Keep going. Don't stop. Just because we understood one thing doesn't mean we should stop.
Let me check.
Same question about bodhisattvas.
Well, listen, I have to tell you, Steely Dan put it into our language.
Okay.
It depends on what you're translating. It might be spiritual warrior, might be better if it's for a public audience. Okay, something like that.
And Nirvana's that passes muster, right?
I mean, it's a famous band. You see, these words have karma has come into English. No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Shenyan lakbarn gyurwe cheer. Shingta chempo nam ki korim lokpar tumpa nam kuntut kakla.
Yeah, stop there. This is a heavy sentence, and I think Gyaltsab J is defending his personal lifestyle. Okay. Okay. Now, moreover, now let's go here. Let's go here. Shingpa Chembo Nam.
The great innovators.
Yeah, or the even if they're great masters, okay, even if they're masters of our lineage, okay, if they korim lokpatana,
If they teach out of order from the steps the way we understand them.
oh, I'm sorry, I can't cancel that. The great innovators of our world, which are three, right? Who's that?
Jason Kappa,
And
Lord Buddha.
no,
Arya Nagarjuna and Master Asanga.
yeah, Jikten Dir, Dodon Rawan Dawar Zechin, Deta Dawar Zepa. Yeah, okay. Those great innovators, the three greatest Buddhist teachers since Buddha, okay? Those guys got these tumpas.
Rejected.
Yeah, they made a lot of efforts to block and to fight against these tumbas who korim lo.
That contradicted the steps.
Yeah, so if someone was teaching emptiness too early, people like Asanga and Nagarjuna took the trouble to fight with them, okay? Because lakpa gyur.
Because it would ruin them.
Yeah, it would ruin them, the teachers. You see what I mean? before we were concerned about lakbaing the student, right?
Mhm.
And now Gyaltsab this was his favorite pastime, is
Shutting
defending, he's defending the greatest teachers of Buddhism in the world. And he said, look, even they spent a lot of effort to put a stop to teachers who were teaching the emptiness teachings in the wrong order, okay?
True.
And by the way, this rim is definitely misspelled, or maybe this is a variant. We should check it, okay?
Yeah. Like, why was there a saw there?
Yeah, which means what?
I
Plague.
don't know.
Pandemic, okay? We got enough pandemics. We don't have to put them in our text, okay? All right, go ahead. And now he says something, it took me so long to figure out, but I got it. Okay, here we go. Pinyin.
Penyan tok lam le kyang tong lam chete.
Yeah, now let's stop there. As far as pinyin, okay, which is chembo? Which has a bigger pinyin? Solam or tonglam?
Tong lam has more benefits.
Yeah, therefore, says Gyaltsab J, keeping to you guys' style, let's list it as path number 2. Or even path number 1. Why start with Tsoglam or Dorlam? Okay.
Oh.
Okay. It makes sense, right? It's more beneficial. So let's put, when Ben Kramer's text, we'll rewrite Ben Kramer's text that he did today, and we'll take out Tsoglam and we'll change it to third path, and we'll put Tonglam first. Because it's more pen, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's more helpful,
It's
right?
not a bad idea. It's possible, but
Yeah, but Damba can't see.
It's ain't gonna happen. It just doesn't. It's not possible to do it that way.
What K? What's K, Missy?
Tonglam.
Yeah, Tonglam's not gonna K before Tonglam. It doesn't
Right.
matter if you want to. If you have Pen, Yun, Sampa, what was the word? Tarnang. Pendit Tarnang, okay? If you have a mistaken desire to help people, okay. Let's list Tonglam first. We'll put Soglam third, even though it's impossible to get it first, okay? Got it?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
What's the parallel case here? What's the parallel case here?
What's coming next?
No,
It's like practicing
what's he?
perfections.
No, what came before that he's comparing to?
Oh, you mean teaching people emptiness?
Yeah. Start with emptiness, then teach them karma later. Okay. Yeah. Smart. Great. Emptiness is deeper. Okay. He's being sarcastic, right? All right.
I feel like I'm talking to low time.
Very Gyaltsab J. And then you already guessed the next sentence. What's it saying, Nick?
Parchin Jurt Yang Dak Por Sherchin Chung Rick Parnger Ro.
This Rikpagyur means it would be logical to
practice the 6 perfections, but Dang Por Yang. Oh, you want to practice the 6 perfections, but first you study the perfection of wisdom? Or the other way around?
He says, let's change the list. Let's ignore Nagarjuna's, what was that?
Danad Boga?
Yeah, Danad Boga. Let's change that. Let's put wisdom first, okay?
Oh, I see. Okay, make Sherchin the first.
Yeah, let's change Nagarjuna's poetry, and let's change the order of his poetry. Okay, got it?
Mm-hmm.
This whole thing is it's so Gyaltsab J. If you write an introduction to your book, frankly, I would put this in the introduction. It's so Gyaltsab J,
Okay.
It kind of summarizes his whole life. Okay. Here we go.
All the karma of me being so sarcastic for my whole life is coming back to me.
I like it. It's a very positive sarcasm. Okay. Here we go.
Tong Ni. Okay. Tong Ni la chak ba yang len dre la yiche ne te jesu chak ba chung wa yin ki.
Okay, stop there. I want to say something about this bodhisattva vow, right?
Mm.
What's the real tragedy in this bodhisattva vow?
That the person had bodhicitta.
Yeah, and then you talked them out. You scared them, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And they gave it up. That's the painful thing here, okay?
Mhm.
It's not that they got confused about emptiness and gakjas and pans, It's that they gave up trying to reach enlightenment, okay? Because of you.
Yeah.
Now, Tony Latabayang. Now, it's a beautiful thing. Gyaltsab J says, let's talk about this concept of Tony Latakpa,
Mm-hmm. Of ruining people with emptiness.
or getting scared.
Oh, right.
Yeah, let's
Mhm.
talk about this concept of getting scared about emptiness. It only happens after,
Mhm.
okay? Trakpa Chungwa, this kind of being frightened can only happen after Len de la Yiche.
They've thought about cause and effect.
And they have Yiche Kidepa.
Oh, they have faith. Yeah, they have
Yeah,
faith.
they believe it. They
Mhm.
believe it. Wow. Okay. People can only get scared of emptiness if they already believe in karma and its consequences.
Okay, right. Because they would be scared that karma and its consequences aren't real.
Yeah, or something. I guess. We have to, this would be a good graduate student thesis also. Why did Gyaltsab J say you can only get scared of emptiness if you already were someone who believed in karma and its consequences? And how does that parallel this bodhisattva vow?
I think he said above something about you think that they don't exist.
Yeah. Okay.
We're about out of time. Let me see. 2 minutes. We have 2 minutes.
Yeah, we can do it. I'm just gonna read it, okay? Dambot Tenkyang, even if you do teach it first, okay? Lo kam chokpe mitaching. If you taught emptiness before you taught karma, okay? Then and people had their mind directed to that, okay? They wouldn't be so afraid, because these are people who consider the practice of observing the 10 good deeds as being similar to counting the nirmas on a ribonra.
Counting
Nirma means
thorn, or no? That's
nirma means wrinkle, okay? So the wrinkles on count, how many wrinkles does this rabbit antler have?
Grooves, probably, Geshe-la.
Say again?
Grooves on an antler.
Grooves is nice, yeah, something like that, okay? They people who, if you taught emptiness first, people wouldn't be so scared, because they would consider the understanding of karma and its consequences irrelevant already. You see what I mean? They would say, worrying about how many of the 10 bad deeds you did today is like counting the grooves on a rabbit's antlers, okay?
This
They
we're
would
saying
be
if you
happy.
taught emptiness first.
Yeah, okay. You got a fresh person. They are tabula rasa. They don't know anything about Buddhism. Okay, teach them emptiness first. Then they'll never get scared, because they won't be worried that they're breaking the laws of karma.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, teach them emptiness first. And then, don't mention ethics, okay? And they will pelcher gawa.
Mm-hmm. They'll be so happy.
They'll just have a good time studying emptiness. Why? they will take it to mean that they don't have to go through the painful process of trying to clean up their life.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's so cool.
It's
That
pretty funny.
that paragraph is so cool, you know.
Mm,
Yeah,
mhm.
teach them emptiness first. Then they won't have this constant what do you call schizophrenia that us real Buddhists have about trying to be good and not being able to. You know?
Mhm. Right.
Their life will be totally comfortable. Okay.
That's
And
pretty
they
funny.
won't be capable of getting scared. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Very cool. Han cool.
Yeah, I'm cool. Stop
Fei
playing.
Chang Ku.
Fei
Big
Shan.
time. That's so beautiful. I mean, that, you know, I think also they put the cherries at the end of the book for those people who survived.
Again, this is also the first time that we've had several paragraphs where you didn't have more notes in English than Tibetan.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah.
amazing. It feels like so relaxing in a way.
Well, to be honest, it wasn't that easy though. I mean, it took me a couple of days to figure it out. So, yeah. Okay. All right. Let's sushi.
Sashi Puki Jukin Metok Cham Prirabling Shi Nyende Genpadi Sangye Shingdu Mikte Ulwargi Jokun Namdak Shingma Drupar Shok Idam Guru Ratna Mandalakam Niryatayami Gewadi Kewokun Sunam Yeshe Tok Tok Shing Sunam Yeshe Le Junwe Tampa Kuni Topar Show.
Yay, next text. Now
Thank you so much.
it proves your text is the best, right?
I think Seiji's is the best.
Nah, come on.
I just,
You gotta be
I'm just
loyal to your text. Even Stanley thinks Abhidharma is high school.
It is indeed.
Yay. Okay, good night, you guys.